The final race on Saturday at Santa Anita is race 11. It's the final graded stakes race on a 5 graded stakes race card as well. And it's the Grade 2 John Henry Turf Championship. And this race centers on the horse who won this race a year ago. He's the top long distance horse in California, and his name is United. He's a 6-time graded stakes winner, but United does not always win when the chips are down. And the reason is he is a grass horse that lacks an attribute that most good grass horses have, and that is a quick turn of foot. We've talked about this before. United is more of a one-pace type of grinder, and when he finds himself in a pocket in a grass race in which it would help or be beneficial to have a turn of speed to extricate himself from trouble, well, that's just not United's game. United is a forwardly paced pace presser type who, if he finds himself blocked in traffic like he did last time out, he's going to have a very tough time getting the money. I still think he's the best horse in the race. And in a field of 13 that includes 2 fast frontrunners, Neptune Storm and Acclimate, and even award winner to a lesser extent, United should get a comfortable trip positioned 4th behind those 3 frontrunners. So let's take a look at the field of 13. Now, those are all the contenders right there. All the top contenders are on page 1. There are 3 others, Cupid's Claws, Flyers Road, and KP All Systems Go. But that's the contention right there, the top 10 post positions, the first 10 post positions, and some good horses in there. Acclimate, he is always a threat up on the front end, but I'm not sure how he's going to deal with Neptune Storm. Award winner is a graded stakes winner over the Santa Anita course. Camino del Paraiso, a solid, consistent Northern California-based turf horse. You have Ready Soul, who I believe is poised for a potential odds-beating performance. Masterpiece finished in front of United last time out. And then a couple of long shots, Media Blitz, Red King, and Count of Amazonia. Let's take a look at the last 3 on the field, those being Cupid's Claws, Friars Road, and KP All Systems Go. A win by any of those 3 would be a surprise, but hey, you know what? Surprises happen in a 13-horse field, especially in a race that could unfold at a hot pace. And with a favorite, talking about United, I expect him to start favored, with a favorite that sometimes falls short due to his running style. Like I said, he's a turf horse that does not have a quick turn of speed. Okay, last time out, United was favored in the Del Mar Handicap, and it was a race that he was expected to win because he was coming in off a front-running victory in his previous start. But wait till you see what happens to United, and you'll see what I mean when I say that this is a horse that does not have the ability to overcome trouble. There's United. He's buried behind horses in the lane. He has to slam on the brakes. He gets stopped. Now from here, he's got no chance. He actually runs well in defeat. He dives to the inside. He finishes well, but those horses in front of him just have a little bit more quicker turn of foot than United, and he ran well to finish 4th. He got himself into trouble, and he was unable to overcome that trip. But when he gets a better trip, like he did July 24th in the Eddie Reed, well, let's take a look and see what happened in the Eddie Reed earlier this summer at Del Mar. And that's United on the outside, and he is taking care of business like a good horse should. He sat off the pace this day. He came wide, and he wore down none other than Smooth Like Straight. Smooth Like Straight, I thought it was going to be long gone. It was 1 mile and 1/8, a little bit too far for Smooth Like Straight, but right in United's wheelhouse. United is actually better the longer they go. That win was at 1 mile and 1/8. Last time out at 1 mile and 3/8, he had the traffic trouble. The John Henry on Saturday is 1 mile and 1/4, and that's fine for United. He should get a good trip, sitting 4th, I think, behind the speed. And if Pratt takes him wide, Jockey Flavian Pratt takes him wide, loses a little bit of ground, that's okay for United. Look, you generally want to save ground in a grass route, right? But when you're on a horse like United, you cannot afford to get stopped, which is what happened last time out. I think that Pratt will concede ground loss, take him wide, and I think that he will win. Now, the winner of the Del Mar Handicap, a horse by the name of Astronaut, is skipping the John Henry to train into the Breeders' Cup Turf. But the runner-up from the Del Mar Handicap is, in fact, running in on Saturday, and his name is Masterpiece, who ran second last time out in his California debut. I'm not sure if that runner-up finish was as good as it looked on paper. The reason I say that, first of all, United had trouble. Secondly, Astronaut and Masterpiece both rallied from behind in a race that unfolded perfectly for their closing style. For most of summer, up until the very end, the Del Mar turf course was decidedly friendly to closers, and it compromised any horse that was setting the pace or forwardly placed. The Del Mar turf course, for whatever reason, this summer was very kind to late runners such as Masterpiece. Now, what's the Santa Anita course going to be like? I don't know yet. I'm just going to assume it's going to be fair, and I will assume that it will be less biased than the Del Mar course was this summer. So Masterpiece, I picked him second. I respect his chances. And if the pace gets fast, which it could with Neptune Storm and Acclimate out there ding-donging early, maybe Masterpiece wears them down under Drayden Van Dyke. A couple of long shots in this field that I am very interested in, including Ready Soul. Now, if you look at the form of Ready Soul, he's an allowance horse that has really no business in a graded stakes race. But his trainer, Phil D'Amato, has taken similar horses with modest credentials, stretched them out in distance, and they become a different horse. D'Amato believes that Ready Soul wants every bit of the 1 1/4 distance of the John Henry. And it's kind of evident by the fact that he names Johnny Velasquez to ride this horse. He's not going to put Velasquez on a horse with no chance. Ready Soul is poised for a top performance, at least an odds-beating performance on Saturday. Another horse to take a look at a price, hopefully, is number 1 Award Winner. His forwardly placed running style was against the grain of the Del Mar course profile all summer. But 3 starts back, Award Winner, he scored an upset in a small field. That was the race in which United misfired due to a foot problem. But Award Winner likes the Santa Anita turf course. He has speed, but he does not require the lead. In fact, I think the Award Winner could get a great trip sitting third behind Neptune Storm and Acclimate. Award Winner will get first run, and he might be a better horse, I'm sure he is, at Santa Anita than he is at Del Mar. But when all is said and done, the top long distance horse in California is looking for a return to form. And if he gets the right trip, he'll do it. His name is United. He's the horse to beat in the John Henry Turf Championship, but watch out for a pair of long shots, Ready Soul and Award Winner. Either one of those two, hopefully double-digit prices, are qualified to possibly at least outrun their odds if they can beat United in race 11 Saturday at Santa Anita.